Like, you feel me? Yeah. What's the word? Going on right here?
You are now tuned in to Chris Barnes, Raw and Uncut. Let's get into it.
It's like this, right? When I initially got on social media and became a blogger, someone from New York sent me a story about a guy from Chicago named SharkonLand. Now, SharkonLand initially was the bodyguard of another rapper from Chicago that went by the name of 600 Breezy. Now, SharkonLand went viral because he was in the interrogation room. He got pulled over, a gun was in the car, and if my memory serves me correctly, he told the detective that that wasn't his gun. He said, "That's not my gun." I think he said "That's not my gun. Cap, fuck 12, gonna have to take his own weight. I'm not taking no pistol case for nobody." And you know what I'm saying? Like, when I initially seen the video, as a civilian, I'm like, I felt him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hell, take your weight. However, the street said that Shark snitched. You know what I'm saying? They said because Shark knew what was inside that car before he got in that car. So people were saying that Shark should not have said anything. However, you know what I'm saying? During that time, bro, I had Shark back when it came to that story because Shark was trying to be positive. Like, he was uplifting the community type deal. You know what I'm saying? On his videos, like Shark, he was doing some real solid shit on YouTube type deal, right? And I tried to reach out to Shark and I tried to work out with Shark. I say work out with Shark. Work with Shark. You know what I'm saying? I tried to work with Shark. But you know what I'm saying? Shark ain't want to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Shark decided to fuck with a blogger from Cleveland. And I felt disrespected, bro. I ain't gonna front, bro. I felt disrespected because I understood at the time that, you know what I'm saying, that blogger had a bigger following on the internet. However, I thought that me and Shark linking together and doing content could have really shook up the city of Chicago. Now, this was 4 years before anybody ever initially thought about a pushing peace movement. And for anybody that don't believe me, you know what I'm saying, go back and look at the interview I did with X-Man Rico. And I shouted SharkonLand out and I say, bro, that, you know what I'm saying, let's do some content. Now, when I look back on it, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? It was, I did sound like a fan. You know what I'm saying? However, I just seen a vision of uniting the city. And since Shark was BD, you know what I'm saying, I came from a GD area and I wasn't involved in no BD GD war. I thought it would be a good look for the city. But Shark didn't want to have any parts of it. And now that I'm looking back on it, because keep in mind, y'all, like, I'm not from the streets. Now that I'm looking back on it, it could have been that Shark knew more about the streets than I did and was like, well, he might not mean no harm, but I can't trust the people around him type deal. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm making this video, you know what I'm saying, that could have been his mindset, because in 2025, that's my mindset towards the entire city of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure Shark cool, but I don't trust the people that he's associated with. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. So I'm making this video more so to potentially save Shark life. You know, because Breezy, I know that's your cousin Shark, but at the end of the day, if Breezy kisses the dirt, I would not lose any sleep about it, because your cousin is a jackass. Point blank, period. But I don't get that vibe from Shark. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shark seems like you know what I'm saying, a follower of the light. And I don't want, you know what I'm saying, Shark's light to get dimmed on some goofy shit. See, what a lot of y'all don't know is that a lot of them 600 people, you know, they initially came from the projects and then they moved to 63rd and 64th. And we initially, myself was like from 63rd. My parents was from the projects. They moved from the projects to 63rd. Then when they noticed that the project people was moving to 63rd, we moved over east, right? So then, like, in 2019, I noticed that a lot of people from 63rd was moving over east. And I did what my parents did. I got the hell away from them niggas from the projects. You get what I'm saying? However, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made a public exit out of Chicago. And I'm an East Side baby to the death of me. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, Shark, stay to the end because this video might save your life, bro. However, I don't act like the typical East Side dude. You know what I'm saying? The East Side crazy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't act like the stereotypical East Side person. So, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of niggas from 63rd or the projects wasn't familiar with Over East back when I was telling y'all about the East Side. They wasn't familiar with Over East because niggas like that didn't go past 63rd. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have a reason to because they used to never went past the projects. So what make you think that they was Over East like that? However, by Melly and them being from Murder Town, Melly and them was playing Over East long before, you know what I'm saying, them 600 niggas was Over East, right? So, you know, when I came out, I told y'all I was from the East Side. People didn't even know what the East Side of Chicago was from. They didn't even know it was a side of town. You know what I'm saying? If you was from over East, you knew. You know what I'm saying? Like Wody knew. People like Wody knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of other, you know, Draco, people like Draco knew. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of like, yo, 600, Front Street, Lamron, Tay-Town, like, man, they don't really know shit about the East Side, right? So they looking at me, you know what I'm saying? They like, all right, you represent the East Side. It's just a bunch of soft ass, light skinned niggas on the East Side, you know? So they migrated over there and they got comfortable. Boom. E-Day got shot. They like, dang, how'd that happen? Right over there, you know what I'm saying? Right over there by East End, you know what I'm saying? Close around there. So a lot of them guys migrated over there and they feel comfortable because they ain't got no ops over there. So they can move how they can move over there because they ain't worried about their ops popping up type deal, right? But see, Shark, bro, you keep trusting East End if you won't, you gonna get your ass backdoored. And you got a taste of that, as y'all seen earlier in this video. Now, I didn't say it all that to say this, y'all. Shark and 600 Breezy decided to link up with a PRE affiliate. And they was linking up with him in a park. And somebody from 051 got the drop on them and pulled up on them like, what y'all doing over here? And it totally caught them by surprise. And in the back of my mind, you all, like, I'm looking at Shark like, nigga, why are you surprised? You supposed to be the street guy. Like, you put your life in the hands of a backdoor ass motherfucker from East End, and you surprised that you almost died. You know what I'm saying? Like, never. Rule number one over East, never trust East End. All right, rule number one on the East Side of Chicago. Matter of fact, rule number one for all these blocks. If you ain't from these blocks, bro, and you hanging out and you know niggas from these East Side blocks, stay on their blocks, bro. Don't go maneuvering on other blocks with them and spending other blocks and hanging out in other parks with them, because what's going to happen is what happened to you at that park when you was literally just trying to make a vlog, you know what I'm saying, trying to boost up your clout internet career. You almost died chasing clout, Shark. Breezy, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter to me if you checked or not. You know what I'm saying? But Shark, your ass almost died chasing that shit, dog. Point blank period. Like, you got caught out of bounds. Like, we all saw you get caught out of bounds because you put your life in the hands of a backdoor ass hood because them niggas made you feel comfortable. Rule number 2 over East, never get comfortable, nigga. LA Capone, like, and I'm gonna say this too. LA Capone got backdoored over East. See, I'm telling y'all, the East Side, people think the East Side sweet. This is a prime example of the East Side not being sweet. Mellyway, man, Mellyway got, they really, really locked in with East End. Mellyway, East End is damn near the same thing, bro. So you linking up with somebody from East End because they locked in with PRE, but East End and Mellyway the same damn thing, bro. And y'all lucky them cameras. I'm telling y'all, bro, Wu looked at that camera. If that camera was not filming, you would have been dead. You would have been dead, bro. And you know, I don't respect what you did earlier, you know what I'm saying, in my blogging career, bro. But I don't want you to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be careful over there, man. You got to be careful when I would not trust that individual. You know, and you know what I'm talking about. And now here's the thing, y'all, like, I don't really like talking about East End like that because it's too close to home. Like, I can say this about East End because I know East End, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you slithering with snakes, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, Shark damn near backdoored himself, not doing his homework on niggas. You get what I'm saying? You gotta do your homework on niggas, boy. Cause that, I'm telling you, man, like, you can't control niggas, bro. You can't control niggas, and you was around somebody who thought they could control the situation. And Wu stepped in and let y'all know, no, they ain't got no control over this situation. If I want you gone, you gone. You almost died, bro. So all I'm saying, bro, Breezy, I wish you would have got you. Now I ain't gonna wish no death on you. I wish Wu would have gave you a hug, bro. I wish Wu would have touched you. But Shark, bro, be careful, bro. Be careful toying around with them East Side niggas, man. I'm out.